Welcome to video number 4. This video has taken me way too long to upload, but the amount of times I've had to do this voiceover is crazy. Between having a child, having to take care of a house, having to work, and then needing some time off for yourself. Oh my god. But anyways, hopefully this is the one that's gonna stay. I don't know, we'll see. Today I'm going to be doing a French set, and I just basically want to show you how I do my French sets. Maybe it'll change in some time, but so the first thing I'm doing is prepping my client's nail bed before any application. I pushed back her cuticles already, and now I'm going in with the diamond shaped cuticle bit. This bit scrapes off some of the dead skin that's on her nail plate, as well as it takes that cuticle that's stuck into her nail plate and it lifts it up. This way, I don't know, can you see right there how it just becomes more visible? For me, it's easier this way because I grab my nippers right after and I know exactly what I'm going to cut. Yo, I'm like watching myself do this video. In all my videos, my nails look like that. Please don't come at me. It's just that they were super long, and I mean super long. So I cut them, and right where I cut them, that's basically the apex, which is why they're so thick. And I haven't found the time to go ahead and fix them. So yeah, okay, so I'm using my sanding band to remove any shine and any oil from her natural nail bed. This is just to make sure that we have the acrylic adhere properly to her nail bed, and it's just going to give us a longer lasting nail set. And of course, I also like to go over this I also like to go over the cuticle area with the sanding band, because it just removes any dead skin that I may have missed from pushing back her cuticles, and from using the cuticle bit, and from nipping. So make sure you use this over your cuticle area. It's just gonna clean up your work and make it that much neater. She wanted her nails to have that deep C curve at the front of the tip, but she didn't want them sculpted. So I actually got these tips from my local nail supply store. I believe they're supposed to look like sculpted nails, but just in tip form, and that's what she's getting. In my opinion, it is not the same when you sculpt nails and when you use sculpted tips. I actually love the look of sculpted nails, but sculpted nails are so time consuming as well, because you don't have the tip right? So you kind of have to build absolutely everything in acrylic, but that's a whole nother story. Okay, so after I cut and size her tips, I'm gonna go in with my sanding band once again, and I'm going to use it on the ledge that is between that plastic nail tip and her natural nail bed so that it can blend. This is also going to make it much better for your client and for you as a nail tech, if you are one, just because it'll also help with longer lasting nails. Okay, so right after this, I'm gonna go ahead and actually prime her nails. And then it's just gonna jump straight into me filing the acrylic application that I had put. And that's because I don't know. I don't know what happened. I thought I was recording, but it seems to me like I was not. When I went to look for the video, I just couldn't find it. But I'm sorry. Next time. You'll see what I'm talking about though. It just jumps. I'm talking too much. Okay, boom. You see? I meant to show you how I applied the first half of the acrylic, but I'm sorry. So this is actually a trick that I learned on my own. I don't know if other people out there do it, other nail techs, but you kind of when you're working with sets like this, you kind of have to find your own way, just because what works for one person might not work for you. So after I apply my acrylic, I go in and I shape it with this nail file. This is a 180 by 180. I used to use an 80 by 80, but it was just so difficult. So this is what it looks like right after I shape it with my file. What I'm going to do next though is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shape it with my sanding band. It just gives it a sharper, a cleaner type of look. If you have troubles with shaping this part of your French sets, I think this is going to help you a lot, and I think you should try it. Now, by all means, if you can go ahead with the file and do this, that's all you, baby girl. I'm not at that level yet, so this actually helps me. And right after this, I just go in with my file once again. I don't know if it shows in this video, but I go in with my file once again, just to perfect it if I need to. If it looks fine to me, then I don't even touch it. But if I feel like it needs a little more help, then I go in with my file. And you're gonna see what it looks like right after I use the sanding band. Boom. See, it's so nice and clean. My baby's waking up. Crap. Alright, false alarm. He didn't wake up. I just had to stop for a quick minute. Okay, now here I'm just going to apply the white part of my French sets. What did I learn? That if your bead is a little bit drier, it works a little bit better because you'll be able to manage it better. So you'll see how in this with this finger I kind of struggle adding my acrylic because it was just too wet, which makes it run a lot, which makes you waste a lot of product, which makes it apply super thin and doesn't give it that thickness that you want. So when I do the rest of the nails, you'll be able to see how I get much quicker at it, because right after doing this finger I realized what I was doing wrong and I fixed it. And that's really important when you're a nail tech. If you want to be good at what you do, not only do you learn from other people, but you learn from yourself and you learn from your own mistakes. I should have never taken that long to do that small finger. So when I did the other finger, see how it's just much drier and I can manage it better? Girl, I was like, okay. So pay attention to what you're doing, criticize yourself, see what are your strengths, and you'll be able to fix it right on the spot if you need to. Okay, this is, I think, one of everybody's favorite part. This is the part where you shave off the white part of the acrylic to reveal that nice and sharp smile line. The trick to having a nice and sharp smile line is, as I said before, making sure that before you apply the white part of this French set, you file properly that pink part. Because once you file off the white like I'm doing here, it's going to reveal the smile line as you shaped it. so right after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and shape the nail on the sides. When I do French sets, for some reason I never file the tip, you know, like the very front, the very beginning of the nail. Not here. I wait until a little bit later when I use my file, my drill bits, to even out the, you know, the platform, so that it doesn't have no wedges, no lumps, no bumps, right? Just because I don't know what it is, but when you do French sets and you know, when you apply the top part of the acrylic, in this case the white part, it's super thick in the front, no matter how thin you might want to make it. It's just super thick. So you have to fix that thickness or remove it by filing. Well, this is what I do. I go underneath the nail with my sanding band, or sometimes I use a regular drill bit, and you'll see. I don't know how to explain it, but I think you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So here, as I do with any of my regular sets, I'm using my sanding band to even out that surface, to make sure that it's smooth, to make sure that there are no lumps, to make sure that there are no bumps. And this is what I'm talking about. You see how I go right underneath that tip? You see that? And then you're probably going to see it on the next nail. I also go like right underneath that C curve, and I leave my file there for a little bit, and it's just going to even it out. It's going to take away any of the extra thickness, and it's just going to look nice. Now, right after I do this on all nails, that's when I grab my file and I shape the very front of the nail to make it look as clean and straight as possible. I'm not dumb. I know you can see that she's bleeding, and you're probably going to want to come at me too, like, oh, you cut her. Well, listen, some clients are super sensitive, and you have to be more careful than ever. I've done her nails like 50 times already, different sets, and this always happens. And I have another client who is the same way. Like, sometimes your clients, some people will just be super sensitive to any nick and any knack. Now, was I cutting her when you saw her bleeding? No. She had a little cut from when I started the video, and I was using the sanding band, I believe. But then the thing is that she got up from my chair, and then she went to do something and wet her hands right after using the sanding band. So you know what that means. You got to go back in with the sanding band, because you got to go and remove the shine, and you got to remove the oils all over, which is what caused the little slice. But then when you put pressure on a slice, you know, it's gonna bleed more. Well, in my case, it does. It doesn't stop. Hers just started bleeding more, and that's why you see that. Anyways, you see, this is the part where I'm shaping the front with my file. I have very minimal shaping to do in the front because it's kind of already nice and it looks so cute. You're gonna see. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at it. Nice. Okay, now we are going to get the cuticle area. Of course, we cannot forget the cuticle area. Why? Because when our cuticle area is nice and flush to the natural nail bed, there is a lot less of a chance to have lifting. If your acrylic near the cuticle area is thick, 9 times out of 10, they will get that nail caught on something. If you're a female, whether that be on your hair, on your clothes, something. It's always the weirdest thing, which is why we want to make sure that it's super nice and thin back there. So thin that you get no lifting, or that it won't be able to lift. What I do, I feel most safer using this tapered bit. This is one of my bits from Kiara Sky. They're safety bits. You see how the front is flat? It doesn't cut. Obviously you still have to be careful, but it doesn't cut as much as, let's say, a barrel would, because a barrel has a flat top but it's sharp at the edges, so it will cut you if you're not careful. With this one, I'm not scared at all. I just get as close as possible to the cuticle area, and it may be touching her skin, but it is not cutting her and it is not burning her. Also, I should say, she doesn't like apex, or at least she doesn't like a thick apex. So I just kind of adhere to what my clients like, not what the trend is. I had her wash her hands, and I'm just gonna do the decoration, and I can't wait for you to see the end. Look at that! Ugh, I'm so proud of myself. And I still have a lot of work to do on these sets. Okay, so this video is about to end, and if you watched this till the end, I just want to say thank you, because I know you didn't have to, and well, yeah, because you didn't have to. I think this is one of the videos where I feel most comfortable doing a voiceover, because in the rest of my videos I just felt like I had to think too much and make sure I said the right words. And like I said in the beginning, I've done this voiceover for this video, like any other video, countless amount of times, and then today I was just like, nah, like I'm just gonna say whatever the hell I want to say, and I'm just gonna upload it that way. So whatever. Okay, so now I'm just applying the top coat, and then I'm gonna put her hand in the UV lamp, and you're gonna see the end, the final result. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, like if you want, follow my Instagram. I will leave everything linked down below. Thank you so much, and happy holidays.